Good day. You're welcome to another edition of our online class. And I want to quickly do this as a reminder concerning our training that will be coming up on the first week of July, which is just next month, from on the 1st to on the 5th of July in Accra, Ghana. Please, for every of our subscribers in Ghana, take advantage of this opportunity. Let's have a one-on-one conversation. Let's see ourselves, so that whatever question you're having, the essence of mentorship, you cannot just overlook that. So please get yourself ready, and the fee for that program is for 300 Ghana cedis. Why not just put yourself together, get set for it? It's going to be a wonderful time. But today we want to talk about a very interesting topic, that is calculating the size of solar panel for your energizers. Let me use this. Okay, I actually came up with this topic because somebody actually reached out to me, and I think he's very concerned and wants to understand how you calculate solar panels for electric fence. We've seen fences where scenarios where fences are connected. You see them, some will just put a 20-watt solar panel and they leave the 7 amps battery. They expect that to perform a miracle for it to take the client all to the next day. That would not work. So there's no way the backup system of your energizer can take you around the clock with the default battery. Now, most times we have the 7Ah battery, which comes as default for most of our energizers. If you put your nemtek energizer, for example, what you see there is a 7 ampere per hour battery. So this battery, if you're connecting a solar panel to it, and most times peak, maybe off peak period, even peak period, even if this battery gets full during the day, for example, when it gets to, I'll say most times, when it gets to 7 o'clock max, we shouldn't expect our solar panel to be charging as at that time. So you have the hour from, let's say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say it is 7 in the morning before the sun comes out again to start charging. This is approximately how many hours? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You have 13 hours. 13 hours. Within this time, if you don't have power supply to your energizer, the energizer works to a particular level and it shuts down, because this 7 ampere per hour battery that is in place inside as default cannot actually take your energizer. The energizer we're talking about, we're looking at just the 3.5 joule and maybe the 5 joule. So we're looking at the wizord and the merlin merlin 4 and the druid 13 and 15. This is what we're dealing with today. It's not the heavy one, the dual zone, the merlin stealth, all that. We're not talking about that today. We're just talking about the wizord, the merlin 4, wizord 4, merlin 4, druid 13 and 15. So what the power consumption for this is actually more than what this can take all through the night. So when you're planning for your solar panels, there are a couple of things you need to consider. For example, you should understand default on the chart for this energizer. What the consumption for this is about 17 voltage per ampere, sorry, 17 VA voltage ampere. So, but if you want to calculate your amps. That is the consumption. Like every hour, how many amps does this energizer consume? So the formula for that is, we should understand, we taught in school, then I think we learned V equals IR, but today we're looking at voltage, current times resistance. But now we have current, which is I, equals S over voltage. This S is the volts per ampere, volts ampere, which is this. This is the volt ampere, volt amps, right? Then this is the voltage, volts of the system, the volt which the system operates. We understand that this energizer operates under 12 volts, right? But this is the voltage, the exact voltage. Now, since you understand this operates, the consumption for this is 17 VA, which is this, and the volt is 12 volt for every of this energizer, the voltage which the battery operates on. So if we're having that, it means for us to get the amps it consumes per hour, every hour, all we need to do is to divide this, equals 17 divide the volt, which is 12 volts, and we should have it's a 1.4 there about. I don't know if I have a calculator. It should be 1.4. Let's just assume 1.5. Do your calculation. But if I have this, I may just approximate. I'll just say approximately for every hour the energizer consumed. I'll just use a place approximately 2 amps. So the energizer consumes 2 amps per hour. So if we have, let's say, 2 amps per hour, it means for this energizer, if I have a backup, this battery is fully charged, for example, and I want to run it with this energizer, I want to turn it on, not standby, put it on for it to function when it's operational current is 2 amps. So it means this battery should be able to cater for this stuff. The battery should be able to cater for this energizer when it's on for like, let's say approximately 4 hours. So it means if this energizer operates from 7 o'clock, let's say 7, 8, 9, 10, by the time before it gets to 12 midnight, the energizer will shut down. So how do we calculate the size of energizer? The size of solar panel that we can use for this system. Now we can understand that the energizer consumes 2 amps. We're going to work with 2 amps, 2 amps per hour. So we need to look for a system that can take this. So I'm just going to wipe up this other stuff here. All right. So it means I want to calculate the size of battery I'll be needing that can cater for this round the clock. Okay, let's assume during the day, okay, while it's functioning, we're still using up some voltage during the day. All right, so it means let's assume we have, let's say 24, that's 24 hours multiplied by 2. That's we have 48. So it means we're looking at a 48 amps minimum size of battery. If we want to run this device round the clock, we need minimum of 48 ampere per hour for it to run the energizer round the clock. Since we've already, okay, let's assume we have 24 hours in a day. All right, if we have 24 hours in a day, it means we for every hour this system uses 2 amps off, 2 amps off, 2 amps. So it means in 48 hours it should consume in 24 hours it should consume 48 amps. So what we need to look at here is we're looking at a battery size of let's say reading. I can just say, okay, plus minus, let's look at 60 amps. 60 amps battery. All right. If you want to go for 100, also fine. You want to go for 100, fine. If you want to go for 200, that's. But for this, let's work with this. We need a 60 ounce battery for Wizard 4, Merlin 4, druid 13 and 15. So we need a 60 amps battery for us to run round the clock. Now we've gotten the size of battery we need for this system. Now it's not left for us to calculate what is the wattage of panel we need for us to run this also round the clock. All right. So the next thing you should be looking at, we can also use anything higher than this. Minimum is 60 amps. So I can now reason, okay, fine. Let me do the maths here, the calculation for that. So we want to get the total amperage. So this system operates 12 volts, right? And if we need the size of panel that will work with this, is to multiply this 12 by these amps. Let's say 60 amps, 12, let's say 12 times 60. What do you get here? Should be over 700, right? 700. Please pardon me. Let me try to do the maths. Let me do the maths for this. 60. So we get the exact figure, right? Okay, I'm going to multiply 60, 12, 60. So this is, okay, that's 720. Okay, we have 720 watt hour. So it means what we need is 720 watt hour size that will cater for this system. So the total amount that will cater for this system, for this to get this stuff charged, we need this to get this thing charged, and it will take this is a volt. Yes, the volts. Yeah, this is the amount. 7 for 12 volt system. You need 720 watt hour for this battery to get charged. Let's assume we have we're using 100 watts panel. So I'm going to divide this by 100 watts, which is, so it is equals, let's see how many hours it will take. 720 by 100. It is like 7.2, right? 7.2 hours. So if we want to charge this battery with a 100 watt panel, it will take 7 hours for this battery to get full. But one thing we must always understand, even if we're trying to charge this, there's tendency that we'll be using up some current while you're charging. Some are also going off. So it means if it's 100 watts, in 7 hours it is charged. So let's assume it is daybreak. Let's say it's morning. From 7 in the morning we have, let's say, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's assume we're charging this panel. So it means from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So it means by approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's say by 2, 3 o'clock, this stuff is filled. This battery is filled. So, and while it's charging, you have some other ones. They say, okay, fine. This is 7 hours for you to get full. There are some other, should I say, float that you might be using as at that time. So since we said 48 hours, so I had to make, I made additional, additional 12 amps left for this stuff. So that's just clearance. I made the clearance for this. That's why I picked the 60 amps battery. So it means the 60 amps battery is quite enough for us. So even when it's daybreak, so you need to even charge, and it's not even drained as at when it's daybreak. So it means you need a 100 watt panel with a 60 amps battery to have this. So in 7.2 hours, that's like 8 hours maximum. this stuff is filled. So anything you have within this time from, let's say, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, it's just going to be floated, just having that as spare to use. So it means it gets to midnight, right? Sorry, it gets late. You have it when it's an evening already, maybe it's 7 o'clock, it stops charging. So it means as at this time, your battery is fully charged. The 60 amps battery is fully charged. So you have enough power, energy for you to expend. So it is not left for you to, let's say, from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, these are midnight. Let's say midnight, morning. So from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this can expend a total of, worst case scenario, 48 amps, right? No, not 48, not what am I saying? This is 2, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. That is like 26 amps in the night. So at the end of the day, there's high tendency that by the time you use this at night, you still have enough power stored in your battery for it to continue to work around the clock. I hope this video it is clear. You can go through it all over again. This is just what you need. So it means, in conclusion, I can now say, in conclusion, let me wipe off the board. Since we've done every of the calculation, you can go over the video again and maybe to get understanding. So, okay. So, in conclusion, for wizard 4, merlin 4, druid 13 and 15. The recommended size of battery to run the system or energizer round the clock is a 60 amps 60 amps per hour battery with a solar panel of minimum 100 watts. This should be the minimum. This is minimum ampere per hour battery, 60 amps, and for the solar panel 100 watts. So I hope this is well stated and well noted. So if you decide to use 100 amps battery, that's an extra is plus for you. So it's plus, but I would suggest and I would recommend you use the 60 amps battery for your energizer for you to run it around the clock. So if you have a existing installation and you're having the 7 amps per hour battery for your energizer, you want it to take you around the clock, that won't work at all. You know, even if you're going to turn it on in the evening before the break of day, it's still going to shut down. So please get a 60 amps battery and minimum of 100 watt solar panel. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please do me well, subscribe, share this video with others. What else? Share, like it, share with others, and also please subscribe to our channel as we give you more updates on this. And please don't forget for our subscribers in Ghana, 1st of July will be in Ghana for our class in Accra, Adenta, That's the school in Adenta. But before then, you can as well, my number will have my number still on the screen. Please try and reach me. Even while we'll talk more. Till we meet again in our next class. Do have a lovely day. Bye for now.
The Food Tech TV.
I'm the red guy, call me Slim Shady.